Hello! It's VLR. We have just made it to the floor B warehouse area where the white doors are. And we're gonna see what happens this time.
Is this another warehouse? It looks like it.
Just like the one on floor A. Oh my god, people, please stop slamming doors here.
There's graffiti on the wall here too. It's something different though.
Yep.
Did they make a mistake? That isn't how you spell it. They added that E to ninth, but why?
Yeah, that
What
is
does it
weird.
mean?
Well, I think memento mori is Latin for something like remember death or blah blah blah.
A conditional relating to whether or not a lion has eaten the sun?
Yeah.
But what on earth does that mean? It just seems like gibberish.
Agreed. Whatever it means is beyond me.
Look at that door over there. Doesn't it look just like the one on the other floor? Yeah, but there isn't anything written on this one.
Actually, yeah, I don't think we've ever pointed out this. Did we? Maybe we did. Yeah, there's a big 9 on the other door. I guess that means this door isn't important.
I don't see anything that looks like it might open it either.
Yep. Nothing. Not opening.
Of course it isn't. I mean, look at this thing. It's solid steel.
Well, how do you open it then?
From the other side, maybe?
Other side?
Hey, what's the deal with those doors over there? The ones that are glowing white.
Those are
Do
the
you think they could be
doors.
chromatic doors?
Yeah.
There are 3 of them.
Yeah, I think you're right. Right, they've got locks.
But they're all the same color. Well, for all the other doors, we had to add colors together to make another color. In this case, we probably just have to make white instead.
Suddenly, the voice of the announcer echoed through the warehouse. Right, it's gonna be like somebody's in the AB game.
An Ambidex gate has been opened. 45 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
What? How the hell did that happen?
Someone on one of the other teams must have opened one. All they'd need is one of the moon keys.
Why would they do that without waiting for the rest of us?
We can ask them when we get there. Come on.
Yep. This just keeps happening. Who is Dio with this time? I don't even remember. I know that Alice was with Tenmyouji. Was Dio with Vi? Here we are. Warehouse A. We leapt out of the magenta door and into the warehouse. Cheer that, the door opened. There stood Tenmyouji, Dio, and Alice. Okay, so Dio was with those two. That's what happened. Hey, what the hell is this? Why'd you open one of the AB rooms before the rest of us got back?
Alice and I haven't done anything.
Dio apparently felt he didn't need to wait.
You got a problem?
Yes, I do have a problem.
Why? I don't remember saying anything about waiting until everyone got back to open the AB room.
Yeah.
Sigma's right. We were able to get back quickly, but the others could still be stuck somewhere.
Yeah, and they will be, because Quark. No sooner were the words out of her mouth, or K, or like 5.
Oh, thank goodness. You're all here.
It's always K. Did something happen?
Yes, it's Quark, you see.
What? What happened to Quark?
He collapsed.
Go.
It happened so suddenly. We were just searching our room.
Let's see if we can skip. Nope. Oops. I didn't mean to auto.
What?
Oops.
Please, you must hurry to the infirmary. This condition could change at any moment.
Well, let me skip here so I can skip the
You should go.
transition.
Oh no.
Tenmyouji shoved Kay aside and leapt through the yellow door. The rest of us exchanged a few startled looks, then ran after him. Okay,
Quark.
I didn't need to transition there.
Come on, kid. Get a hold of yourself.
Skip. Just gonna try and shake him. We're gonna diagnose him. He has Radical 6. Oh no. What did you find? Did you find any medicine? In the archives? No. That was just piles and piles of books and papers. Nothing even remotely like medicine there.
What about you, Kay? Was there any medicine in your room?
I'm terribly sorry. There was nothing of the sort in the garden. Plenty of vegetation, but unfortunately, no medicine.
Oh god. Then he's going to... Oh god, no.
Look, just to be sure, where did the three of you go?
The pantry. There was tons of food everywhere, but Excelivir? Nothing.
Tenmyouji slumped to the ground. Okay, he's gonna wake up. Restrain him. Somebody takes a scalpel. Put him to sleep. Talk about stuff. Oh no, Alice is there. Where's she going? We should follow. Where on earth could she have gone? No one here, huh? Damn. Where'd she go? We already know. No point in complaining. I just needed to look somewhere else. Turned and headed toward the exit. I'm surprised it, like, the skip stops me there. Shouldn't it just stop me whenever I get to the garden? Because I feel like that part in the lounge has always been the same. Oh, are we not going to the garden? Where are we going? No, this... Oh. Interesting. Okay. The pantry. So this is the pantry, huh? Ah, the memories. Alice, Tenmyouji, and Dio searched this room. Damn, nothing here either. We need to find her quick, or she's gonna do something bad. She loses it like Quark did, and nobody's around to stop her. Need to hurry. I decided to try the garden, right? Which is all the way on the other side. You don't need to show me, just show the dot going through. Alright. We're gonna walk through. I'm probably gonna find Fi again with Alice. I would assume. Right. Just like Kay said, plants and stuff everywhere. The best room in the game. Oh, she's not here this time. Is it because we, like, I don't know if we went to like an extra room this time. Is it because we took a little bit too long? This is bad. We've been searching for Alice for a while, and I'd found nothing. I hope that nothing had happened to her, but... Did Fi even find her this time? I searched every corner of floor B. She was nowhere to be seen. This is pointless. I should just get back to floor A. Maybe someone else has found her. Because if we did take longer, you could assume that Fi found her and brought her back or something. Crew quarters. Oh, is she gonna be dead? We're gonna go into good old door number 3? Or was it door number 3? Actually, I think it was door number 2. We're on the other side. Doesn't look like anybody's here. I should have a look in the rooms. Yep. Alice. The first thing I saw when I stepped through the door was the blossom of red on her chest. It was almost like getting punched. I stopped short, my body refusing to move. No, why did this happen? See, I don't understand how that happened. Where's Fi? I once forced one shaking foot forward and then the next. Oh, I forced one shaking foot forward and then the next. My legs began to wobble, and I put a hand against the wall to steady myself as my heart thundered in my chest. Calm down, calm down. This looks pretty bad, but you don't actually know anything yet. Yeah, that's right. Maybe it's not too late. Maybe we can still save her. Then, at last, I pressed my fingers to her neck, and the hopes were dashed. Who chooses to stab in the chest? Well, why are her arms all bloody too? That insinuates that she did it herself. I don't remember if she had blood on her arms last time. I think only here was bloody. Wasn't it? No pulse. Clearly she wasn't breathing either. But if it is her that did it, why would you choose to stab yourself in the chest instead of like going for the throat or something? Because you could like miss and just... Anyway. Her pupils had dilated hideously, making her face seem somehow inhuman. Okay, so I think this is different because they described her as like it looking like there was no struggle or anything last time and she was like clean, like she just sat down or something. I don't think they ever described her face like that. Embedded in her chest was a scalpel. I was no doctor, but judging by the angle, it looked like it had pierced her heart. But also, like, when we found her the other time, the scalpel was gone. She didn't have it anymore. Had someone stabbed her? No. What if she...
We're all going to die.
Why be so dramatic? Stab yourself in the chest.
I'd rather die here!
No. No. Yes, it showed her hands. There's blood there. Something in my brain snapped. Yarg? A scream clawed its way out of my body, taking my mind with it. The last thing I felt was my body slumping to the floor as the world went dark. What? When I came to, I was floating in a field of nothingness. Oh, did we reach an ending? Huh? Wait. Huh? Huh? Wait. That was a game over? Huh? Wait, what? Wait, what? Huh? Why did it say game over? Shouldn't it have said to be continued? Did we hit a lock? Huh? I'm confused. Yeah, I've seen this. Skip? Oh, then suddenly the world shifted? What? Oh, interesting. For just an yeah, see, her arms aren't covered in blood this time. That insinuates somebody else did that to her this time, but that she did it to herself this time. Because if you were to stab yourself in the chest and you do that action, your hands are going to get blood on them and your wrists and stuff. My mind reeled, and then, just as I'd begun to adjust, it was gone. As if nothing had happened. Whoa, what was that? It was the same sensation I'd felt when I saw the vision of the bombs exploding. Or are we gonna like run over there and stop her or something? Had it been a premonition? This is bad. I need to find Alice now. But where could she be? Where could she be? Damn it, Alice, where are you? Well, we know where she is. This isn't any of... Oh, no, that is the option. What about the crew quarters? Yeah. Yeah. That has to be it. Why did I get an achievement? I set off on a dead run. Alright. So hopefully we like get there in time to stop something or see something. Because we went to the pantry the last time. Alright, we know door number 2. The moment I entered the crew hallway, I made straight for the door Alice should be in here. I swallowed and threw open the door. Okay. Alice? So you were here. As I spoke, her eyes turned toward mine, but I didn't get the feeling that they were looking at me. Her skin was pale and sickly, and one of her hands held a scalpel, like I'd caught her in the middle of something.
What are you doing here?
It's okay. I'm just here to help you.
Me? What do you mean?
Just let go of that scalpel.
No.
So why didn't she have the scalpel in that one timeline?
I need it to get this bracelet off.
Okay. Huh?
Remember what Zero Jr. told us?
Yeah, getting
The bracelet comes off when your heart stops.
Well, the bracelet comes off... I can't remember if I mentioned this before, but the bracelet comes off when it doesn't detect a heartbeat. I'm surprised no one has, like, tried to, like, cut their hand off or, like, their arm off at the wrist. Obviously, you'd probably die from that anyway, but it's surprising that no one has tried yet.
So I just have to...
No. Before I even finished the word, I was running. I grabbed both her arms and wrenched them back, pulling the blade away from her chest.
No! Let me go! I have to do this! I can't take it anymore. This whole thing is like a nightmare I can't wake up from. The only way I'm going to get out of here is to die!
Knock it off! With a grunt, I tore the scalpel from her hands. It was a second before I felt a burning pain in my left hand. I'd apparently cut myself getting the damn thing away from her. Very quickly, it progressed from a dull throbbing to a hot line of pain across my palm. I clenched my teeth and squeezed my hand tight. Look at your hand, please, for me. Is there blood? I was so focused on my pain that I barely heard Alice collapse. She didn't respond when I shook her. Hey, are you alright? Alice, say something. There was a moment of terror before I realized she was still breathing. I didn't know why, but it seemed she'd only passed out. What am I supposed to do now? Oh man. Maybe the infirmary? It's got all those medical things. Buoyed? Is that buoyed? By adrenaline, I hefted Alice's body and took off toward the infirmary. Okay, is anybody here?
Alright, please pay attention, everyone.
Oh, right, yeah, you're gonna tell me that she is Radical 6.
Everything's coming up Sigma, huh?
What? What was said before that? Give her some Soparil, she'll be sleeping like Quark. I don't care, I just want to stay with her. She shouldn't have to be all by herself. Oh, because they're talking about going to the rooms and that Clover wouldn't be with us.
Lucky, lucky man you are. You two are going to be playing against Clover. If she doesn't vote, then she'll default to ally. That means if she stays here, the two of you are going to be sitting pretty. Especially you, Sigma. After all, you've got 6 BP right now.
Are you saying I'm gonna choose Betray?
If you do, you'll get what you need to escape.
You bastard. There's no way I'd do that.
Is that so?
Yes, it is so. For one, I'm not the only one making this decision. Luna's my partner, and she'll be in the AB room with me. You really think she'd just stand by and let me do something like that? Yeah, she would. Back me up here, Luna.
Well, actually I was planning to let you make the decision.
Yeah, 'cause you can't make decisions on your own, apparently.
See? Told you. You can lie to us if you want, but you can't lie to yourself.
Shut up. What?
If I might make a suggestion, what if Sigma and Luna both remained here?
What?
Should
Oh,
all 3 of you abstain, then you would all be...
okay, yeah, no, we know
Why
that
not?
doesn't work like that. I was confused. I thought he was saying that Clover go vote.
Huh? What's this?
It's the
There
note.
wasn't anything like this in the pantry.
Nothing in the garden either.
I guess they only put one in the archives. Whatever. I'll just read it for you. Here are some more. Yeah, we know. Only one side of this party can abstain. Get it? The whole team can't
That
abstain.
means either Dio or Tenmyouji is going to have to vote then.
Huh?
And they're playing against Alice.
Oh.
Oh. I guess playing against is a little generous.
So Tenmyouji has to be the one to vote, because if Dio votes, Alice dies. Assumedly? I don't know. So Alice is guaranteed to vote ally, which means that if Dio picks Betray...
Knock it off. You trying to get back at me for what I said earlier?
Yeah.
No way am I gonna choose Betray. You do know her BP's at 1, right? What do you think would happen to her if I did that?
Anyone whose BP drops to 0 gets penalized.
I wouldn't put it past
What?
you.
Cool it, boys. Don't worry. I'm gonna be in that room too. I'd planned to stay here with Quark, just to make sure he was safe. But it doesn't look like I'm gonna have that luxury. I can't trust Dio to make a decision for all 3 of us. That means we're gonna be sharing a room, bucko. I've got my eye on you. Happy now, Sigma?
Yeah, thanks. That's relief.
Exactly.
Oh man, everybody's against me. Whatever shall I do?
Can't be too careful. I wouldn't want to see Alice killed by an unfortunate accident.
What do you mean, accident?
Oh, Tenmyouji, before we went into the CDs, you told Alice there was something you wanted to tell her. What was it?
Huh?
He's probably not gonna say.
Oh, that, well, I mean, look, it wasn't important. Just forget about it.
Huh?
5 minutes remain.
5 minutes.
Until
Okay, we gotta go.
Ambidex Game polling closes.
Time's running out, people. Clover and I will stay here and keep an eye on Alice and Quark.
Who are you with?
Everyone else needs to go.
What?
You're staying too?
Yeah. Something does happen. Clover might need a hand.
Aren't you a solo? You're playing against Kay and Quark, but with Quark out, that means Kay would get to decide this whole round. How many points does Kay have?
Are you saying that you trust me?
Yes.
Even though I have
Generous
6
word.
BP?
Yes.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Are you nuts?
How many points does Quark
What
have?
happens when he gets 9 BP?
I'm not worried. Kay won't betray me.
How can you know that?
I just know, I guess.
You just know? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Had something happened between Fi and Kay while they were out exploring?
I understand. I can hardly betray trust like that, can I? I will vote for our team.
Alright, everybody won't betray Fi's trust, but mine? No big
Good.
deal.
We're counting on you.
I've had enough of this bullshit.
4 minutes remain until Ambidex.
Yeah, we gotta go.
Come on! We need to hurry!
All right, you kids. Take care of those two, okay?
Of course.
We promise.
With that, we were off. I gave one last quick nod to Fi and Clover before heading back for the warehouse at a dead run. I'm surprised they didn't, like, badger us more about what our vote would be. Everybody ready? I'm gonna open my AB gate, although I guess that doesn't really matter. Dio already opened one earlier.
Then only you and I remain.
Right.
Okay, let's go. Two more AB gates slid open. We all shared one last look with each other before ducking into our respective rooms. Alright. So we know that the other one will be Ally.
2 minutes remain until Ambidex Game polling closes.
Though we also know that Kay has the opportunity to choose Betray, but I don't know.
What are you going to do? I mean, how are you going to vote?
No question. If Clover isn't voting, then she's defaulting to Ally. Betraying someone who isn't even playing hardly seems fair.
Of course, I think so too. I'm just glad to hear you say it.
Luna's face broke into a warm, happy smile. Not to be sappy, but it was like a ray of sunshine on a cloudy day. I grinned back at her before I knew what I was doing. For a minute, the Nonary game didn't seem so scary. Then she spoke.
Sigma, what's wrong with your hand?
Yeah, are we gonna see the hand? I want to see if there's actually blood or not. Because that would confirm a theory from
There's
the beginning
something
that I had.
white on it.
There's what? What the hell is this? Uh-huh, okay. Do robots have white blood? For the first time since I'd found Alice in the crew quarters, I looked down at my hand. Across the palm was some sort of strange white liquid. For a moment I thought I'd somehow touched white paint or something similar. But the truth is far stranger. The liquid was coming from my hand. Why is this ending music? It was coming from the cut I'd given myself when I grabbed the scalpel away from Alice. But why? Where was the blood? I felt a very odd sort of fear begin to wrap its hand around my throat. Quickly, I held my palm against my chest. I shouldn't have let Luna see that.
Are you alright?
Yeah, it's nothing. I went to the pantry while I was looking for Alice. There was some milk and I spilt it. Milk? It sounded even stupider as I said it. I would have just said paint. I don't think anybody, like... Luna wasn't in the pantry.
Really?
Yeah.
But...
Just shut up. It's fine, alright? I'm fine. Leave me alone. He even said paint earlier. Why not say something that actually makes sense? I regretted the words the moment they were out of my mouth, but something was wrong. Very wrong. My head was spinning.
Sigma...
Oh man. I'm so sorry. Just don't worry about it, okay?
30 seconds remain until polling closes.
So was I right? There's no time left. I had to vote. I turned and faced the machine. I took a few deep breaths, but the chaos in my mind refused to calm itself. Calm down, just calm down. You need to think about the AB game right now. Just forget about your hand. Was I kidding? There was no way I could forget about something like that.
10 seconds remain on 9,
Yeah.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 2 of the Ambidex game has been completed. Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your participation.
No, thank you.
Ambidex gates now opening.
Okay. Luna and I stepped out of the AB room. I could see the others filing out of their rooms as we did.
So you chose Ally after all?
Yeah. To be honest, the AB game was the last thing on my mind. As chaotic as my thoughts were, they all centered on one thing. The mysterious white liquid.
Do you want to go see the results?
Nah, I'll just stay back here. Sure. Luna nodded and walked off toward the projection, but I couldn't move. I glanced around to make sure no one was watching, and opened my hand. The liquid didn't seem to have clotted or run out, since it was still oozing thickly out of the slit in my hand. What the hell is this? Smell it. It couldn't be blood, could it? No. That was impossible. No matter how many white blood cells clumped together, you'd never get anything that looked like that. And I'd never seen my blood do this before. In 22 years of life, I'd seen my body bleed many times. Scraped knees as a kid, accidental nicks with a knife as an adult. But every single time it bled red, like any other human being. So why was it this time it was white? What the hell is happening to me?
Hey, Sigma, what are you doing?
Are you a robot, Sigma?
Get the hell over here. They're gonna show the results.
Yeah, right. On my way. I did my best to compose myself and headed over to join the others.
Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be please.
Okay. Dude, the all-ally run! All allies, and I think maybe my theory that someone is a robot and that someone is Sigma is the robot is true. Okay.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
And no one's at 9.
This is incredible.
Yeah. All
Look,
ally.
Everyone voted ally.
As we should have from the start.
You did just like you promised, Kay.
How could I choose betray after what Phi said to me?
Thanks for the trust. It's so rude.
Tenmyouji and Dio voted ally too.
Of course. If we hadn't, Alice would have died.
Yeah, well, that's about it, I guess.
We should thank the both of you as well. I'm happy to see you also chose ally.
Oh, I didn't have anything to do with it. That was all Sigma.
Then thank you very much, Sigma. Sigma? Sigma, are you all right?
No.
Come on, what's wrong? Just say something.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah, looks like we all allied. That's great.
Sigma, what the hell's wrong with you?
Yeah, you've been acting a little out of it ever since we came out of the AB rooms. What happened? You make it past at Luna and get shot down?
No, nothing like that.
Hey man, it was a joke. You remember what that is? A joke? You're in pretty bad shape, huh?
Before Dio could continue, the heavy metal rumble of the doors shutting echoed through the warehouse.
The Ambidex Gates have closed. Round 3 of the Ambidex game will be the Star Round. Star keys are... There is Ambidex...
We can open the gates as many times as we want to? Then, that means...
We can play the AB game as many times as we like, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Zero Jr. said something about this, didn't he?
As soon as the gates close, your colors get all shuffled up automatically.
Yeah, right. Sorry to be a pain, but could you all show me your bracelets?
No. Oh wait, will Sigma actually say no? Because is I think the cuts on his.
I want to see what all your
bracelet.
colors and assignments are.
Everyone nodded and held their arms out toward him. I stared at them, terrified to follow suit, but certain that refusing would only draw more suspicion. So I held my arm out, hand tightened into a white-knuckled fist to hide the cut. When their eyes landed on my hand, my heart skipped a beat. I missed where I was.
So Dio and Kay are a yellow pair.
Okay.
Luna and I are both pairs, but our colors are different.
Right. You're a cyan, and I'm magenta.
That makes Sigma the only solo, huh? A red solo.
Red.
So what are the 4 we left in the infirmary?
Luna and I are pairs, so 2 of them are our partners.
That means the other 2 are solos. Although, I guess we don't know what colors they are.
They're probably green and blue.
Why's that?
Didn't you see them? There are a bunch of white doors in the Floor B warehouse. They have to be the next set of chromatic doors.
Ah, yes. Phi and I saw them as well. On our way back from the garden with the unconscious Quark. And there they were.
I just realized, it's the only time we've ever gone through the white doors, one of the first paths that I took. Because we, never get to go through them. It always, stops short. Where are we going?
Each
we're
one
not
had a
going
box
anywhere.
just like the doors on floor A. Given that, I don't see how there can be any question. Those white doors are our next set of chromatic doors.
I think that our bracelet combinations will have to add up to white in order to open the secondary doors. The pairs are cyan, magenta, and yellow.
Okay.
You see?
Yeah. If we need to make white, then the other 3 colors would have to be red, green, and blue.
Right.
Good. Now that we've got that figured out, I'm heading back to the infirmary for a bit. I want to check up on Quark and Alice.
I shall accompany you then.
Might as well go with you, I guess. No real reason to hang out here.
Well, what will you two do?
I need to talk to Sigma about something.
About what?
Something?
Her usual pleasant expression had been replaced with something much more sullen. She must have noticed that there was something wrong with me. That was what she wanted to talk about. I was sure of it. Okay, fine. I managed to make my voice sound almost relaxed.
Whoa, hold on. A private talk? What are you guys plotting?
We're not plotting anything. I promise. It's nothing.
Fine, whatever. See if I care.
Why do you want to come to our little private discussion, Dio? Dio tossed his head with a mixture of arrogance and feigned disinterest and marched out of the yellow door. Tenmyouji and Kay quickly followed. In only moments, all three disappeared. So, what was it that you wanted to talk about? I was almost certain I knew, but there was always hope. I did my best to act as if I was genuinely confused.
Oh, I don't really like this room. Could we go somewhere else?
Like, where? Okay.
Good. I found somewhere nice when I was looking for Alice earlier.
As strange as her request was, I had no reason to object. I kept my mouth shut and followed Luna as she headed off. Luna? Why are you being scary? The garden.
You know this place?
Yes, well, sort of. I came here once when I was looking for Alice.
Oh, I see.
So, what brings you here?
Isn't this nice? This is the only place in the whole facility with anything green. I feel kind of silly saying it, but it makes me think of the great outdoors. I think it's the perfect place for a serious conversation. Being surrounded by nature makes me feel happy.
Okay.
Oh, there's a bench over there. Would you like to sit down with me?
She sat down softly and gently, and I lowered myself down next to her. So, what did you want to talk to me about? Instead of answering, Luna lifted the tiny birdcage pendant she wore in the palm of her hand. I love that necklace! She was silent for a moment and then began to talk.
Can I tell you something? This is actually a music box.
Oh my god, that makes it even better! I love music boxes. Really?
Yes.
She twisted the key on the bottom and it made an almost imperceptible winding noise? What? Oh my god, that's so cute. Does this necklace exist? I want it. When she released it, soft, clear notes drifted out. It's a nice song. Why'd you bring that up, though?
Because I wanted you to know, I guess.
What?
I wanted you to know more about me.
Okay.
Maybe it's because I'm so shy, but I don't really have any friends. Or even any acquaintances, really.
We are acquaintances. Everyone here is an acquaintance.
So I've sort of always been alone. It was really hard. I felt so lonely a lot of the time. And it hurt. It felt like I was just kind of going to collapse from the inside out. That was when I got this music box. Someone very important gave it to me. They didn't say anything, but I felt like there was an unspoken message behind it. Luna, happiness is closer than you think. Do you know Maeterlinck's The Bluebird?
Nope. Yeah. Well, I know the gist of it. think it starts on Christmas Eve. This brother and sister named Till and whatever, get asked to find a blue bird by this old woman, and they travel to the dream world. Or something. Anyway, supposedly if you catch this bird, then you can make a wish come true. So they visit all these different places, but they can't find it. Eventually they give up and go home, but when they wake up, the bird is in a bird cage in their hut.
That's right. It's a well-known story, and it teaches a simple lesson.
Yeah, like you said, happiness is closer than you think.
It got me thinking. Maybe the person who gave me this music box was trying to tell me just that. I don't know if that's true. Maybe all of this is just in my head, but I really felt like that was what they'd meant. It was so kind.
Now I wonder who gave her that.
I kept it with me all the time, like a kind of good luck charm. But one day I realized something. There was another meaning to the bluebird. In Maeterlinck's original story, it doesn't end with them waking up.
There's more?
Yes. When Till and Mittel try to feed the bird, it leaves the cage and flies away. And then the story ends.
Whoa. What about the moral then?
It changes. Now the message is that just when you think you found happiness, you'll lose it again. I thought about that for a while, but in the end, it didn't change how I felt. I don't know what they intended it to mean when they gave it to me, but I decided how I was going to look at it. It means that happiness is something you should always be looking for, and it's only when you're pursuing happiness that you're truly happy.
Okay.
You know,
the game
Sigma,
froze.
I think you might be Till.
Huh? What?
You know, the boy who the old lady asked to find the bluebird on Christmas Eve.
What are you trying to say?
Can I ask you something?
Sure.
Where did you find Alice?
What? What does that have to do with anything?
Just answer me. Where did you find Alice?
Room 2 in the crew quarters.
Where were you before that?
I was in the lounge. That was after we'd split up to go look for Alice. She's trying to like determine that we weren't here. The first place I went was the lounge.
So you went from the lounge to the crew quarters, where you found Alice, and then you rushed her to the infirmary, right?
Yeah.
Okay, tell me this then. How do you know about the garden?
Huh?
Just now you said you'd come here when you were looking for Alice, didn't you? That doesn't make any sense. There wouldn't have been any time for you to visit the garden while you were looking for Alice. So tell me, Sigma, how do you know about this place?
Well, I didn't know what to say. I couldn't even explain it to myself. Why'd I told her I knew about the garden? Why didn't you just lie and say you came to the garden? And why did I told her I'd been there before?
Sigma, are you a robot? Have you always been here?
Well, I don't think that's why I know about it, but, what?
See, it would make so much sense if you were. That would explain why you knew about the garden, and it would explain that cut on your left hand.
It would explain the cut, but the garden thing is something else. Damn, so you did see it, huh?
I've been told that robots these days have what's called artificial biological tissue, or ABT, on top of a metal skeleton.
What do you know that?
It makes them look almost exactly like a human. And ABT uses this white liquid instead of blood.
Why do you know that? For some reason, when Luna had called me a robot, it hadn't really fazed me. Maybe because it was just so out there. It didn't sound like a real possibility. It sounded more like a theory you'd get from someone in a nut house. Still. My hand was still oozing white liquid. Was I really a robot? No. That was impossible. I needed to stop doing that. Questioning myself so much was giving me heart palpitations. Luna, aren't you a little scared?
Scared? Why would I be scared?
Well, let's say I am a robot. That means there's a pretty good chance Zero's pulling my strings. That would make me your enemy.
Oh, I guess so. Well, even if you were, I wouldn't be scared.
Why not?
Maybe because you're a robot.
Huh?
Have you ever heard of the 3 laws of robotics?
Yes.
They were a set of rules created by the science fiction author Isaac Asimov that he used in several of his stories.
I like that it's showing this. Rule 1. A robot may not injure a human being or through inaction allow a human being to come to harm. Rule 2. A robot must obey any orders given to it by human beings, except when such orders would conflict with the first law. Rule 3. A robot must protect its own existence as long as such protection does not conflict with the first or second laws. Oh yeah, I've heard of those before. That's just an ideal though. You could work toward that, but I don't think you could ever actually achieve it. I mean, depending on how you program them, robots could do pretty much whatever they wanted to.
Yes, you're right. But I believe in them. In you. However you're programmed. I don't think you'd break any of the 3 laws. A robot without the 3 laws is just a bunch of metal and plastic. That's not you. You have a heart. You're a good person. It's in your eyes. Well, I guess I'm just kind of assuming you're a robot. There's still a chance you're not.
Then what am I, Luna?
We should run some tests.
Tests?
Yes.
How?
Well, the atom should be able to tell us.
Yeah, that's actually what I was thinking. Oh yeah, that thing in the infirmary. I heard the crunch of dry leaves behind us. Who here? But when I turned, there was nothing. Who is it?
Is someone there?
Just me.
Oh, why are you here? This was a perfectly good moment. Fi.
Sorry, but can you guys come over here? I need you to see something.
Luna and I looked at one another, shrugged, and stepped into the bushes. What?
Welcome.
It's a tree. What? How long have you been here?
Just got here a little while ago.
Did you hear what we were saying?
No. Were you talking about something you didn't want me to know about? Whatever. Just have a look at this.
I followed the line of her finger. Right, yeah, okay. The bomb. This is...
Antimatter bomb.
Exactly. I'm pretty sure someone didn't move it here from the crew quarters. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's an entirely different bomb. Look at the number on the side.
This is 1.
And the one in the crew quarters said 3, right? Then that must mean...
Shit, then there's no question, huh?
I've got more good news. Just think about the numbers for a moment.
You're saying there's a 2 bomb out there somewhere?
Can't be sure, but it does seem pretty likely.
Damn it. That means we're dealing with a combined explosion power equal to 3 tons of TNT.
Yeah.
Who planted them?
Was it you guys? I mean, you've been in here quite a while.
So have you. Hey, don't give me that. You're way more suspicious than we are. What were you doing in the bushes anyway?
I was taking a walk.
In the bushes. Taking a walk? You really think I'm gonna buy that?
Fine. You got me. I heard you two were off talking in secret. So I got curious and went back to the Floor A warehouse. Of course you weren't there. That seemed pretty suspicious to me, so I headed here. And just as I'd suspected, there you were, talking on the bench. I snuck up from behind so you wouldn't notice me.
You really are stalking me.
Then, just as I was getting close enough to hear, I found the bomb. So, believe me now?
So who planted the bomb?
Honestly, it could have been any one of us. Anybody could have come here while we were all looking for Alice.
We need to tell everyone about this then.
Yeah, you're right. Let's head back to the infirmary. Everyone else was already there when we arrived. Clover and Tenmyouji, Kay and Dio, and of course Alice and Quark. Both seemed to be sleeping peacefully. You'd never think to look at them that they'd been completely insane not so long ago. Alright everybody, listen up. I think I'm gonna stop there. That was, a lot. So I think my theory that someone's a robot was confirmed, and my kind of suspicion of it being Sigma, due to, like, just multiple things that have happened. One, he's someone that I never saw blood from, because other people died and you saw that they had blood on them. Another was that he's weirdly was that he's perverted, and that other golem robot was also perverted. What was another thing that had come up? There were other things I remember. Also his name just sounds like a robot name, and when he got all like dizzy or whatever and he said that it was like his brain slowed down or sped up or whatever when we were in the security room, I was like, that's weird. It sounds like a robot thing. So yeah, that's cool. That's cool. If I'm right, I'm gonna assume that I'm right until I hear that I'm wrong. Yeah, so I guess next time we'll figure out where this timeline path is going, because I'm not sure where it's gonna go now. We will have to see next time.